Hello, guys. Hope you're doing well. This is TJ, and you're listening to Beyond the Ring podcast. This is my review and thoughts on AEW Dynamite, 19th May 2021. So, this show was pretty good show. I like the show. I enjoyed the show. We are just 2 weeks away from Double or Nothing, guys, and I am pretty excited to see another bang of a pay per view. We actually saw the card actually nearly forming the whole card of Double or Nothing that we're gonna see on Sunday, May 30th. And next week's card is also is also packed card as this week as well. So without any further ado, let's discuss about this week's show. Show actually opened with right away with the first match, which was uh, announced last week, Christian Cage versus Matt Seidel. And I was waiting for this match since last week. I actually known that this match would be a very good. In past we had seen Christian Cage matches and Matt Seidel's matches as well. They are very great in their own terms, and they actually contrast in their sides very well. So we got to see the clips of past Dynamite where Christian had match with Powerhouse Hobbs, and how he was being attacked and all. And Cage was somewhat heelish in this match, as I as I as I saw in this match. He was kind of playing a heel, but at the end he was not like that. You should see this match. This match was a very good match. This was a competitive match, back and forth action. There were many near falls in this match as well. Some pretty good sequences as well from the like that spear from Matt Seidel. And Matt Seidel is a very technically sound wrestler, as well as Christian was also like that. And his selling was also very great. That The selling that he had done in that match was very good. It's pretty important stuff when you do wrestling. And I enjoyed this opening match, and going forward I was excited for this whole show after this. So the finish of the match, we saw Christian goes for kill switch, but Seidel turns into a jumping knee, into a quick jumping knee actually, and Seidel takes out the ankle of Christian to try the standing moonsault, but he directly falls in the back by lifting up the while Christian Cage actually lifted up the two knees, and he actually falls down right in the bad back and spine. Because the story of this match, as we had seen in this match, the Christian Cage was actually focusing on his back and lower back. Actually, he was hung up on the rope, and he bounced off that hung rope and into the stage steps actually. And that what caused that bad back injury that played out in this match whole very well. And his selling was fantastic in this match very much. And post match, we saw Ricky Stark coming out, and he's not gonna wait. He just stands there, and Team Taz actually comes from the back and attacks Seidel and Christian. And then Hangman Adam Page comes out to help, and he hands his beer to Ricky Starks actually. And he was like, what he's doing. And Christian and Seidel was hit with a chop block and a power bomb by Powerhouse Ops. And Hangman Adam Page actually was also hit by that chop block. So this was a good segment to further out that story, that build, which they are gonna have that match at Double or Nothing, Hangman Adam Page versus Powerhouse Hobbs on May 30th. So we got the hype up of main event, which was the AEW World Tag Team Champions. And then we got the segment of Varsity Blondes. So this was a very good fiery promo by Brian Pillman Jr. And they actually AEW actually cashed in that Dark Side of the Ring documentary of Brian Pillman that had come out 2 weeks ago very perfectly, because this was the right time to push Varsity Blondes, and they didn't actually wait for that, and they actually did it well. And this I would get into the main event, but this promo was very good, man. They had that emotions, and they had that psychology and all, and that character that played very well. And even Griff Garrison was also very good in the promo, and I like this promo. I like this segment that they had very to hype up that main event. Very good segment. And then we got the next segment, which was done by uh, the acclaimed and John Moxley and Eddie Kingston. This was a kind of up and down segment. Normally they do the good segments, John Moxley and Eddie Kingston, but this segment didn't catch me. But the acclaimed segment was way better. The heels were a way better promo. cut the promo, then the face promo that Eddie Kingston and John Moxley had. So the second match we had, then we got to the Acclaimed versus John Moxley. John Moxley and Eddie Kingston comes out, and then we had Acclaimed coming out, rapping and all, and their raps are very good, man. They actually had a moment in the rap before the match, and they actually mock Renee's podcast, which is a YouTube channel of oral sessions podcast. They actually mod, and John Moxley had enough of it, and when they got to the ring, they were saying going to say AEW, and they just the John Moxley just thrashes him out. And the story of the match was uh, targeting the leg of Kingston actually, and the Acclaim did a very good work, and this was also very good tag team match, and with a leg lock as well, and sleeper hold takes out Anthony onto the outside. These are the moments of the match that I had seen, that I'm seeing. So this the story of this, as I said, of this match was uh, uh, targeting the leg of Eddie Kingston, and that damage played out well in the story. And Moxley is just fun to watch, man. His that slobber knocker hits hard hitting strikes, that's so fun to watch. He's inspired somewhat like NJPW, New Japan style. He brings about it. He's way different from what he was in WWE, and he is different right now. He's influenced from New Japan and all, how they hit and how they strikes and all, and selling as well. He's pretty he sells very good right now than he was Dean Ambrose back then. uh, but thoughts about this match, a very good tag team match. The finish of the match, we saw the Acclaimed trying to hit the hit with the chain actually, but ref notices, but then Moxley hits with the boombox speaker, and have that didn't the ref didn't see that, and have that wheelbarrow paradigm shift, and that tag team maneuver, and and they got the pin, and they're a good tag team match, I would say. Nothing special, but a very good tag, a very smooth tag team match, I would say. Some experienced wrestlers with some with some good developing wrestlers, good talents coming up as well. So this was also a very good tag team match. This was also very good match, as I see. So then we go to the segment where two great matches we had, and then we go to the segment where Alex Marvez has an update on the possibility of Jericho asked on the possibility of Jericho in Stadium Stampede actually, which is going to happen in Double or Nothing. So excited for that. And Jericho says they are going to address that situation later on this night. And Dean Malcolm was also there. He was talking to him. And Tony Schiavone then interviewed Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky. This segment was also very good, and they cut the promo very well. They were in the ring actually, not in the backstage. And Sky says, "I will also. I was a Stinger fan. I was a huge Stinger fan, but now I am a grown up. I do. He's old, and he doesn't stands opportunity in this promotion and this ring. But now I'm not a child, and you're changed." And lastly, he says, get out of this business, or I will put you down. I will kick out of it." And on to then Ethan Page. Ethan Page got a way better promo than Scorpio Sky actually, and he's a bigger star than Scorpio Sky, obviously. And he says, you already took Sting down, man," as he says to uh, Scorpio Sky. And the TNT Championship that Darby Allin had last week had a fair share of contribution that what he did on 2 weeks ago. That attack on the that throw off on this onto the stairs. Though so I think I actually thinking about that this match is going to be a tag team match, and they just did that, and they actually confirmed that Sting and Darby Allin versus the Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky would be a tag team match, and this would not be a cinematic match. They literally said that, and this would be an in-ring debut after 6 years. When he was in TNA, actually, Sting, 6 years in-ring debut of Sting. So tag team match would not be a very heavy stuff for Sting, I would say, because Dabulin would do all the good stuff, and would all the could all the could all the selling do all the good selling as well. And Sting should get a hot tag and all, and he can lay it out some moves as well. And then After the promo, the lights goes out. Sting comes out. Darby from the back. They attack with skateboard and they attack for what they received last week. And Ethan Page and Sky, they were whooped by Sting and Darby Allin, and Sting with the Scorpion Deathlock, and Ethan try to help this guy, poor guy, but Sting actually finally leaves him, and so. But they were going to back, but they have more enemies coming. Dark Order comes and they escape from the other route, and this was a good segment. You should see this. So there were many builds to the storyline that's gonna happen. That's the match that's gonna happen at Double or Nothing, and that this was also a very great addition to the story and the match that's gonna happen. So Sting is gonna be making a debut, man. It's very exciting, even though he would be not be doing the stuff that he did like 6 years or 20 years ago. But very it's very cool to see Sting kind of wrestle again. So but it's his choice actually. He actually accepted that. So if he was not ready, he would have not accepted actually. So he accepted. So I am glad he's healthy and he's that passion to do it with new talents. So I am glad about that. So the pinnacle segment was then standard promo. Actually, JF cut the promo, but there was a major highlight at this point. Actually, when they were sitting out when dinner table and they were having the drinks, and Sean Spears didn't get the drink, and he actually whoops and he actually beats beats the shit out of this guy, this waiter guy, and Tully Blanchard and all. They try to calm Sean Spears, and he said he Tully Blanchard actually throws off the money. So they are doing pretty good, man. They are one of the best faction that's going on, and better than Inner Circle, I would say. At this point, they have surpassed Inner Circle, I would say, because they have the stars: Tully Blanchard, Sean Spears. These are the WWE guys, and the FTR, Scott Dawson, the WWE name I'm saying. So it was very good. See how much Sean Spears' character has changed. He's a very angry man. He's doing well, man. He's doing every week better than every week, and he's very good. So this segment was also good. The segments that AEW had this week were also a contribution to the very good episode, I would say. And they had they were not useless or nonsense. They built that match and they built that story that's gonna happen in the double or nothing matches that the respective wrestlers or competitors have. Then we got to the third match, which was Hikaru Shida versus Reba. And this was a squash match, just to have fuel up Hikaru Shida. And the post match, we see a beat down by Britt Baker, and the weakest link of AW is the women's division. It's still improving. It's not that at the level. It's not very good, and I'm actually AW should uh, bring about if they want to have a quick improvement in their AW women's division. They should have to bring new experienced star actually, because building up a star takes time. And at this point, the women's division in AW Dynamite is very bad. Just Britt Baker and Hikaru Shida. So next week it's gonna be the 1 year anniversary of Hikaru Shida's AW World Championship. So I'm actually pretty bored to see Hikaru Shida, because haven't been defeated. And where the hell is Nyla Rose? They were all. I thought that Nyla Rose would be coming back. She didn't come back. So major improvement is needed in that aspect for AW. And I'm seeing this for a long time. And they need to bring some WWE women, because they are being released. So they should cash in on that moment. I'm not saying that they should hire just like the men's division that they are doing, but the building up of talent takes time. And they cannot bring and uh, make them win matches and they would be over. No, would have to bring the new characters as well. So that's what. And it's not like AW doesn't have women's wrestlers. They have there are a bunch of women's wrestlers that we actually notice in AEW Dark and AEW Dark Elevation that we had. But they are not just making to the main show AEW Dynamite, because they feel that they are not ready for that moment. That's why they are not doing it. I understand that. So I actually remembers one talent Abaddon, about how much she was good. She was less just like the Fiend character in WWE, and she would have been a very good AW World Champion if they had pushed her. But she's not seeing. I'm not seeing her anywhere. So they need to major improvement in this women's division. So. And I don't get the Sheeta's character and all. She is that is her um, a face or a heel. I don't understand. Sometimes she's very fiery and she attacks like a heel, and sometimes she's face. She like bows and bows down, and I don't understand that. And I want to uh, get on with a Britt Baker as a AEW World Champion at Double or Nothing. And then we got to the next segment, which is Kenny Omega coming to Cassidy, who is nursing his injury, sitting there, and uh, long story short, actually, this was a fun segment. Kenny Omega and Don Callis actually had a proposition, has had a legal document, and they said that you can give up the match that you are having. Double or nothing, and because if because for your good. And I'm telling, as an EVP, as he says in his real thing, because he's the EVP as well of AWM. And that was a good promo. And Orange Cassidy had nothing of it. He just sits over there, and first document he just rips off, and second document, Don Cassidy, don't rip it off, just think about it. And he says just wanted to take him off, and that's not gonna go well, actually. And maybe he's gonna attack next week. And Cassidy tears it down, and that's what that. And they had an interesting segment. And then we got the Inner Circle segment, one of the best, I would say, storyline that's going on, just like the Roman Reigns storyline that's going on SmackDown. One of the best thing that AEW Dynamite is offering right now, the Inner Circle and the Pinnacle rivalry. And well, the great promo. Actually, they accept the challenge. Actually, they had made the challenge, but they accept thousand times. They says they accept it for the match, stadium stampede match. And the promos that all of them cut, all of those were cutting, were fantastic, man. All of them were had a very peculiar style, and very good, I would say. I can't say this. I can't cut this promo, because that would be a disrespect for this promo and wrestlers who had cut this, because that was that level. What was it great? It was great. And you should see this definitely in the AW YouTube channel. It would be there, and I recommend you to watch this. And next we got was Jade Cargill, and some pretty that normal stuff that we had seen some weeks. That manager is trying to be with Jade Cargill, and she had nothing to go with it, and she don't want that. And just there, I would say, one of the first bad segment that this show had, but it was short. I am glad that. And the fourth match, we had Serena D versus Red Velvet. This was also one of the best matches of the women's division that AEW had. But there's a thing that AEW puts out some very good matches. But it's not like always. If they put it right, like sometimes they feel like WWE as well. If they put it right. Sometimes some storylines are like that in WWE as well. So AW women's division is like up and down. Sometimes it's very bad, sometimes it's very good. And this match, Serena Deeb is not a it's not a talent of AW. She's the NWA women's world champion. And this was a good match, just to build Serena Deeb as well as Red Velvet as a good competitor for the future women's division. So Serena Deeb is not gonna lose hell no, because she had her title match coming up at NWS pay-per-view, Whenever Shadows Fall, on June 6th. And this was a good match, I would say. And this was a long match, but this match actually had a very had very shown a good the talent of a woman women that we had seen, Red Velvet and Serena Deeb, their performance. I haven't seen Serena Deeb's matches that much. I mean, I would have seen one match or not. I haven't seen but she took the champion to the limit. Actually, Red Velvet had a very great performance in this match, and I'm glad that sorry, AW had put this match. And initially I was thinking this would be a squash match because she's the NW World Champion, just to push her. I think so, but this match was long, and this match told a very good story. Red Velvet was trying very hard, and finally Serena Davis a heel, and finally Red Velvet tapped out onto her pay-per-view, and that was it. This was a very good match as well, very good women's match that AEW rarely put on, and I I recommend you to watch this match. This was somewhat long, but it was good if you love the women's division, seeing improvement in the AEW. So that's it. And then we go to the pack segment. He's pissed actually. He's robbed of every other opportunity. He's now gonna face in a triple threat match, and just takes his frustration out on Alex Marvis. Just a basic promo, and then we go to the match fifth, which was Austin Gunn versus Anthony Ogogo. Just to build up Anthony Ogogo had the match with Cody Rhodes. I'm not into this storyline as that much because that country storyline that's they are going on, that racism thing. I don't think so. That's working at this century. At this time, very well. But Cody had that emotion last week in that promo, but it was a very pretty, very long promo, man. That would have been cut short. And this match as well. I don't know if it was error or something. And actually Anthony Ogogo was hitting a forearm to his sternum area, and he actually was sipping of the blood from his mouth. Suddenly, I actually rewinded it how this blood came out, and that shots to the sternum resulted into blood coming out of his mouth, and it was very disturbing, man. I don't think so. It was a story kind of thing. It was legit, I think, but it played out well nonetheless because the result was Anthony Ogogo winning, so they developed that, and I actually referee stopped that, but didn't stop that like that. But because he had that final shot, that pop up punch to the jaw, and that was very disturbing to see, man. I hope he's okay. Austin Gunn, if you don't know, he's the son of uh, Billy Gunn. So could have been a good build-up match for Anthony Ogogo, but that Scotch thing made Anthony Ogogo more powerful, as I would say. So could be a good match, I think so, but not very interested to see this match. Very waiting to see this match because Cody Rhodes in Double or Nothing, I didn't expect it to be like Anthony Gogo or something to face, but I know what he's doing because he's developing new talents. So he's doing the good thing. I hope so. They'll be going to a good match. And Cody does have good storytelling in his match. It has very good story that psychology and emotional things would be in this match as well. Maybe a match of the night, or we don't know. Maybe a very good match. So we would see. Let's see. Double or Nothing, and then we saw the last week's SCU versus Young Bucks, one of the best tag team match that we had seen in AW TV, and this was very good. And then we got to the backstage interview as well. Uh, by them Kazarian and Frankie Kazarian and SCU, sorry, Christopher Daniels. He says he's going to hunt down every member of Elite. Christopher Daniels comes and just shakes off Kazarian's hand, and he just goes away. I think he's going to another direction or something, maybe for the TNT Championship or for any other. I don't think he's gonna come into a Double or Nothing. I don't see him fit into any other storyline in 1 week or something. Maybe after the Double or Nothing, maybe he would be getting some push at TNT Championship or something, but or AW World Championship or something. That's gonna be great, man. Because he haven't been got that singles championship for a very long time because he was in the tag team. So that it's gonna be good. I think so. And Kazarian says he's not done with the Elite, and he's gonna hunt down each and every one of them. And is this gonna be like Frankie Kazarian? He's gonna take out all Elite members, and CD is not gonna be with him. I doubt so because I think so. The stipulation actually. stipulation actually was Christopher Daniel and Frankie Kazarian would not be work as a tag team, but he still can sure be around Frankie Kazarian or something. I think so. Frankie Kazarian could have the singles match, or could be having a singles match at Double or Nothing, or maybe a permission for tag team match for Double or Nothing with Christopher Daniels. I don't think so, but that should also have could happen. But that doesn't make sense actually. I think singles match would be way to go, and Christopher Daniels. Uh, Standing by his by Kazir side, that would be good as well, because he don't want to, he will not be having the match, but he will not be having the tag team going on, but he still can stand with Kazirin. I think so that that's a point I am saying. So I think so maybe that's gonna happen. So Kazirin is continuing with that storyline with the elite that's going on, and then comes out Sammy Guevara with many cards. This time he has a bunch of card messages. He could have cut the promo. Last time he had did, it was good because it was one time thing. But this week, again they actually show this. I know they wanted to cut it down. That's why, or maybe he wanted not wanted to not to cut the promo. But I felt like this was a too long bunch of cards that they have. That thing. So long story short, actually, the important thing from is that Sammy Guevara is saying that they are having gonna have an advantage this time, as they are going to a home field. I actually thought about, is this the same stadium or the stadium that they are going to do, or is it gonna be some field or something there, some like a garden or something, a big garden, a big ground or something. Not big ground, I would say. Last time they did was in stadium, so home field, that doesn't sounds like a stadium or something. Maybe something related to the home turf of any other wrestlers or any other competitors like Chris Jericho or something, the main leaders, home field or something, and they're gonna have an advantage as they are seeing, because last time they had that disadvantage. So maybe some advantage, something that's gonna be announced next week, and they are having the celebration of Inner Circle next week. So maybe the Inner Circle could be having some advantage going on. So then next we saw TNT champion Miro coming out. I'm happy that Miro won. Darby had a good title reign, I would say. Very good title reign, I would say. Not the best, but a very good title reign. Miro becoming the TNT champion before Double or Nothing is good actually. He haven't been pushed in a while, and I'm glad he's out from that best man gimmick, and he's getting that push. He's out from that Kip Sabian uh, party, and this was great. Fantastic war of words. Lance Archer come out because they're having gonna be a match. They are going to have a match in Double or Nothing. Lance Archer, if you don't know, was the first ever challenger for Cody Rhodes TNT Championship last year, Double or Nothing. And Lance Archer, I was hoping that he could be winning, but he just lost from that position. He challenged actually. When Brody Lee, late Brody Lee was TNT champion, Lance Archer challenged Brody Lee, but he was unable to do. He then was lost, and he's one of the top superstars that AEW can bet upon, and he's very good. He had that experience. He had many matches in New Japan I had seen, and I think this is going to be a very great match. Both had the same kind of looks and the character and the style that they had, and both cut a very fantastic promo in this uh, in this uh, in this segment. And Jake the Snake Robert was laughing because at the point he was Miro actually said that your yoga is not going to save you from the attack that's I'm gonna pass on you if you get on to me and get on to me inside the ring. You're gonna face it. And he just claps off, and he was just enjoying both of the promos, both of them's promo. And this was great, and I'm hoping that they are gonna have a hell of a match. I'm excited for this match as well, as the stadium stampede match as well. I'm excited about this as well. So next week it's a go home show for AW Dynamite, Double or Nothing. So Next week's card looks like this: Miro versus Dente Martin. Dente Martin is a new guy. He's a 20-year-old. They says. Uh, uh, for the TNT Championship, the open challenge that he's gonna do. Joey Janela versus Hangman Page. They had their first match 3 years ago at All In, and they're kind of rekindling this history that they are going to have this match. And then we have Anthony Ogogo versus Cody Rhodes, way in actually, and then we have Jade Cargill interview again. No, it's not an interview; it's an open challenge. Not interested. And then we had have a celebration of Inner Circle, and I think that that sentence that they had, celebration of Inner Circle, for what they are doing the celebration, it's already post 2 weeks after the match is over, and I don't know, they have lost it, and it's what I don't know what they are doing the celebration. uh, Maybe could an argument or something, but they're saying that they also said in this thing that they are going to show us the greatest moments of Inner Circle. So I think that the celebration of the greatest moments of Inner Circle, that could have been a better title for this, instead of celebration of Inner Circle. So they wanted to cut it short. That would have been the issue. Then we have Evil Uno and Stu Grayson from the Dark Order versus Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page. I'm just hoping that this is a build up for them against Sting and Darby Allin at Double or Nothing, and Darby Allin with Sting versus Caesar Dononi with Ryan Nemeth, just to have that that build going on for Darby Allin as well, because his momentum has been coming down after the loss to TNT, after losing the TNT Championship, and I don't see after Double or Nothing. Uh, Darby Allin coming to the TNT Championship. Maybe I don't think so. I don't think so. Maybe after Double or Nothing. Yeah, we could hope that actually. I'm changing my mind actually, because this is the pay per view that's gonna go, and maybe Lance Archer or Miro. I may be retaining it with Miro, if I was the booker. Miro would be retaining because he just won the championship, and he should retain that. And maybe after Double or Nothing, Darby Allin's storyline could be continued, I would say, because the injury that played out very well, and that thing that was going on his mind because of which he lost, and that's the story that they're showing. And then we are going to see Karushida honoring her 1 year anniversary as the AEW Women's World Champion. Nah, I mean, what she had done, I don't know. They are gonna do. Orange Cassidy will be responding to Kenny Omega's offer to defer his titles, and this is gonna be a, brawl. I think Park would also be there. I think, and this would be very great. I would say these are the confirmed thing that we're gonna see next week. And next week it's not Wednesday. It's gonna be Friday. Next week it's gonna be Friday. AW Dynamite, and because I think so it's because of NBA playoffs or something. I think so that's the issue, that's the thing. They had announced 1 month before or something, that thing. And for AW Dynamite card, sorry, AW Double or Nothing card, so far it is confirmed. I would run down the card for AW Double or Nothing. So here's how the lineup is: world title, AW world title, Kenny Omega versus Pac versus Orange Cassidy. World tag team titles, Young Bucks versus John Moxley and Eddie Kingston. Women's World title, Hikaru Shida versus Britt Baker. TNT title, Miro versus Lance Archer. Stadium Stampede, The Pinnacle versus the Inner Circle. And there's a special tag team match, Sting and Darby Allin versus Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page. Sting's in-ring debut after 6 years. And Hangman Page versus Brian Cage. Cody Rhodes versus Anthony Ogogo. And a Casino Battle Royal. Maybe this would be the buy-in show that are gonna do. They are doing it for 2 years like that only. So I think so. This would be in the buy-in show. Casino Battle Royal. Christian Cage versus Matt Seidel. The Powerhouse Hobbs. Evil Uno. Cole Cabana. Preston Vance. Jungle Boy. Matt Hardy. Mark Quinn. Isaiah Cassidy. Pental Zero. Mido versus The Blade. Griff Garrison. Brian Pillman Jr. Max Caster. Anthony Browns. QT Marshall. Lee Johnson. Justin Rhodes. Nick Comoroto. And there's one more to be announced, as they're saying. Maybe some shocking superstar. I don't know who's gonna come. Maybe the superstar who have been released or something. I don't know. They had done that thing with Lance Archer, I think so. Yeah, and I like that. uh, think about this Samoa Joe coming. I don't think Samoa Joe would be because he's in that 90-day non-compete clause that's gonna be over in June 15th. So that's gonna not happen. So no, I don't think so. Any surprising or thing. But you can never say never. I say could be happening anything. So this was a show actually, and this was a pretty good show, I would say. And before actually forgot about to discuss the main event. I was so into the show. Sorry for that. And then we got the sixth match actually, the main event, AEW World Tag Team Championship, the Young Bucks versus the Varsity Blondes. And the opening match, Christian Cage uh, versus Mike Saddle, and the Acclaim versus the Young Bucks. No, the Acclaim versus uh, the Acclaim versus. Wait a minute. Uh, yeah, yeah, the Acclaim tag team match that they had. John Moxley and Eddie Kingston. I totally forgot it because of tons of matches they were there. Actually, sorry about that. And the Young Bucks versus Young Varsity Blondes. These three matches are the best matches that they had this show. And this they had a very good show actually. And then we go to the main event. As I said, Young Bucks versus the Varsity Blondes. And uh, the story of this match, we saw that the Young Bucks is a cocky heel right now, and they're just mocking every other superstar, past superstars as well. Last week we saw they actually uh, imitating Randy Savage, Shawn Michaels, "I miss you, I love you," that "I love you" segment in a Ric Flair match and all. And then this week we saw the Hulk Hogan pump up, that muscle pump up thing, and they are very doing very best in their heel character, and they are doing great in in their heel character. And I'm very hating. I actually don't like Young Bucks as a Young Buck tag team. It's my opinion. I don't like their style, but now after turning heel, they are actually not doing that much stuff of that spot fest that they are doing. But I'm not saying that they would not be doing. That's that's the style that they possess. And this match that was missing that. And the Vosty Browns had that good story with that Brian Pillman Jr.'s documentaries. Sorry, Brian Pillman's documentary. That empathy going on, that emotional thing going on, that promos and all played out very well in this story. And there was another story which was Pillman's selling of the bad bag, because they were kicking out of the bags of both the Young Bucks. Matt and Nick were kicking the hell out of the back of Brian Pillman Jr. And selling was great, man. He's doing very great, and I'm very proud of him. And late Brian Pillman would also be very proud of him doing the very good thing. And Griff Garrison he's very good guy. He's very good wrestler, and I see him as a very in a coming in a championship picture or something later some years or so down the line. That's my opinion. And this was a very good tag team match. As I said, that bad bag selling by Brian Pillman was good. On the onto the stage steps as well, that was good. And then we got the opening, the whole match, the tag team match was controlled by Young Bucks actually. And they finally got the opening. Brian Pillman finally got the opening with the crossbody, and Young Bucks actually kicks to the back and told a nice story of damaging their back. And this was a good sequence there. And Excalibur says, Scorpion Deathlock," but it's not a Scorpion Deathlock. It is Scorpion Deathlock, but it's Sting's trademark thing, and it's Ross rectified it to sharpshooter. I'm not ranting anything, but I just the thing that I noticed. And then we saw aerosol spray to the Brian Pillman's face actually. So the heels actually were playing their character very well in this match. The Young Bucks were playing very well, as I said in the beginning of this discussion, as the beginning of this match discussion. They did a very great job to as much as receiving that hate, and they are doing the most hate. Equal to the MJF is getting. And Pillman tapped on to the sharpshooter because he was unable to he was unable to because his bad back was so damaged. He tapped out. So this match was a very good tag team championship match. The psychology and the story played out very well. Brian Pillman, in the one hand, played out that babyface character. Griff Garrison as well played out. But Griff Garrison had not that much moment in this match because they were attacking him. Brian Pillman was the main highlight and the story of this match, and that babyface kind of emotions and mocking his father, that played out very well in this match. They haven't got this win in this match, but they proved that they're gonna be the tag team championship after Double or Nothing. I could see Varsity Blondes challenging to anyone that's gonna win, because the tag team championship, which is going to be a double nothing. It would be Eddie Kingston, John Moxley, because after the match we saw Eddie Kingston, John Moxley coming out, standing in the front of a Young Bucks, and Young Bucks actually laid out by them and taking off the shoes and socks. So that. This was the show, and so Eddie Kingston and John Moxley versus the Young Bucks is gonna be the day for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. Would be a great match. I'm excited for this as well. So very great, some very great matches that we are gonna see at Double or Nothing. So excited for this card, and I would be coming with a prediction video very soon. Hopefully by next week after AEW Dynamite, because we'll be having some clear picture of the whole card, because we should not we should not be like thinking that they are not going to announce something or that, because maybe they're going to do something or change the stipulation or something. So it's better to do that prediction after AW Dynamite next week. So that I'll be coming with that. So that's it, man. This AW show was very good. I enjoyed the show. Hopefully next week's show would be also good as well. Go home show for Double or Nothing. So excited. So be sure to like, share, and subscribe, all that good stuff. And be safe, stay energetic, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.